our first artist tonight is coming all the way from Vancouver, up in the Great White North, up north of us. I've been up there a couple of times. It's a beautiful place. Christa Lee, are you there?
I'm here.
She's here. All right. How are you doing up there?
We're good. We're not too cold.
Cool, cool. Now we've been getting rained on down here quite a bit. Are you getting some of that too?
Off and on. We've had actually,
Often.
ironically, snow over Christmas, so it makes it brighter.
Oh, very good. Okay. So anyway, tell us just real briefly in a nutshell, the 30-second synopsis of who is Christa Lee, and then I'll let you just lead right into your first song if you'd like.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Well, for starters, Krista Lee is not herself without her husband Reg Leffers right here. So I do have to introduce my wonderful husband. I'm a, mom, and I am a songwriter, and I do life here, yeah, in the Fraser Valley of Canada, and I love music of all kinds, and I love making it and sharing it with other people.
Cool. So, what's your first song you're going to share with us?
It's called Knowing You.
One second, Krista, you muted yourself.
How's this? Better?
All good.
Fill me up, fill my cup with your love. Fill me up, fill me up, fill my cup with your love. Fill me up. Give me your spirit of wisdom and revelation. I want to know the mysteries, the secrets of deeply knowing you. Give me the spirit of wisdom and revelation. I want to know the mysteries, the secrets of deeply knowing you. You make everything complete. You fill everything and make it sweet. I open up my arms to you. In your presence I will soak. You make everything complete. You fill everything and make it sweet. My eyes are flooded with your light until I'm filled with hope. Fill me up, fill my cup, overflowing with your love. Fill me up. Give me. Give me your spirit, wisdom, and revelation. Wanna know the mysteries, the secrets of deeply knowing you. Give me your spirit of wisdom and revolution. I wanna know the mysteries, the secrets so deeply, knowing you make everything complete. You fill everything and make it sweet. I open up my arms to you. In your presence I will soak. You make everything complete. You fill everything and make it sweet. My eyes are flooded with your light until I'm filled with hope. Fill me up. Fill my cup, overflowing with your love. Fill me up. Fill me up. Fill me up.
Wow, that was very nice. That's a lovely tune, you guys.
Thanks.
Really. So, Krista, I notice in your bio that you came from the Canadian Alberta prairies. Is that would that be close to like a Calgary area or somewhere else?
Yeah, Edmonton, Alberta. Outside of Edmonton, actually, in the
Just
country.
north.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's north of Calgary.
Yeah. So I asked because many years ago, um, the pastor who married me and my wife, some years later, he moved up to Calgary to pastor a church up there, and so we got to go up and visit him one summer. And bring our little, so they could meet our little tiny baby kids, and we remember just loving the scenery and going out on road trips all the way up to Edmonton and back, and so yeah, so it was a beautiful area.
Yeah, it's a great area. And golden
Yeah.
fields that surround you, right?
Yes, yeah. But also, I mean, places like Lake Louise, up more in the mountains was really nice.
Very beautiful. Very
Yeah,
beautiful.
that was cool. So you've been doing music for a long time. I noticed you mentioned that you would get in trouble for butting into songs when you were young.
Yes, very
That
much.
sounds familiar. Yeah.
Youngest of many, and they all had some kind of piano or lessons or something. And yes, you'd find me in the bed, singing or hollering, one of the two, next to their piano pieces. So,
So I would do a similar thing when we kids would be sitting in church, our parents would be up in the choir and at the piano and organ and stuff. And so we would sit with our grandma and I'd sit there singing the hymns. I would try every kind of innovative harmonization that I could possibly think of, some which were probably very dissonant. And people were like, looking back, I think they were probably being very patient, but they may have not liked it.
yes, I remember days like that. I
Okay.
used to play harmony on the recorder
Yeah.
in the music class just because I was so bored.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So, you got another song to share?
Yeah, this one's from a dream that I had that I feel like God was sharing with me about a young woman running from all that's good in her life, and it's been a push to release this song. I released it just before Christmas. The goal was just to get it out because I do believe it's for a young woman that God is calling back to His heart, and at the same time, it speaks to my own heart when I walk away from his ways, because his ways are a father's love that draws us in and is always calling to us. He never stops. So yeah, and this one is we're going to use the backtrack, so just so you get a good feel of what you're going to hear on Spotify if you decide to link in. So, all right. Hey little girl, what you been thinking? What's in your heart? Is it overwhelming? What's been troubling your pretty little head? Do you feel alone? Do you need a friend? Hey little girl, what you been feeling? What's in your soul? What's it been filling? That voice you lay within your bed. Have you lost your way and been misled? Have you given your heart to something painful? There she goes, running. Does fear control your every decision? Fill your head, cloud your vision. Days pass by, plans being shattered, putting dreams aside like they don't even matter. Hey little girl, do you know what you're doing? Hurting your soul like ancient ruins. Do you know it's time to stop running? No, can you feel it now? A change is coming. Have you given your heart to something painful? Are you walking a road that seems unstable? Find your way. Where are you? Where are you, little girl? Stop running, little girl. Where are you? Where are you, little girl? Have you given your heart to something painful? Are you walking a road that seems unstable? Are you believing lies, stories, and fables? Love can save you from a life that's gonna be fatal. Run back home, little girl. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, little girl? Stop running, stop running, stop running, little girl.
All righty. Very nice. Folks, you're listening to Christa Lee here, and her hubby sitting in the back there helping out with that nice looking Telecaster. By the way, just so you know, I'm into Telecasters too. I got my turquoise colored one sitting here, but
Can you see what's on the front of that one though?
oh, I know, and I'm into that kind of thing too, because I love that kind of home built stuff. Like right over here is my cigar box guitar that I played last week when I was performing on here. So
Cool.
that kind of stuff. In fact, I've got some license plates out in my garage that I've been wanting to make some cigar box type guitars with a plate as the entire cover, but life has gotten too busy now. Just haven't got to do it.
Well, this one's really funny because we were actually in California in San Diego.
Yeah.
or something like that. And we were going through one of the circles, roundabouts, and we're driving along the road and we see this plate sitting there. And Reg is like, we got to pick that up. We got to pick that up. So we go around the circle, go all the way around again, come along, and then he stops right as I pick it up out of the door. No getting, it was like full on traffic. It was the funniest thing.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So you needed a new pick guard anyway, right? Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Krista, tell me just in a nutshell. I assume these are original tunes you're doing, and they're wonderful. And what does your typical composing process look like? I know it's different for everyone.
And sometimes it's different for me. um,
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Me
yeah,
too.
sometimes it's, you wake up in the middle of the night with a dream and you got to write it down. And then other times it's hard, laborious, years in the making stuff. So typically I think I'm music and melody first. That is my strong thing. I always try to paint a picture with the actual music, and from there, I just try to listen to the Holy Spirit and see what does He want to say with this piece, and move from there.
Yeah. So you find the words that fit the music. Yeah. I'm familiar with that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Very cool. You want to share another tune with us?
yeah, this one's called Fragrant Mercy. It's a big change in pace, and it's the contrast of being in the middle of a fire. And last summer, we had major fires out here, whole towns burnt down, and we were camping in the middle of it, but we were by this serene lake in the mountains, and I just felt like a huge presence of the Lord over me and our family in the trailer. And I just heard these words, fragrant mercy. And so that's the title of this tune. Ready? Fragrant mercy all around me, like honeysuckle on a tree. Love is flowing, whispering and free. Faith is rising in morning sunlight, as flowers waking in sweet surprise. Love is flowing, whispering and free. Hummingbees and budding trees, our love's expression surrounding me. Snow-capped hills to lakes that fill remind me of a love so tranquil and free. Fragrant mercy calms these worries, the trials and trails, memories. Love is flowing, whispering and free. The air that lifts the birds in flight, spread their wings full of light. Dance by mountains, sway and twirl, remind me of a love so tranquil and free, so free. Humming bees and budding trees, a love's expression surrounding me. Snow-capped hills to lakes that fill, remind me of a love so tranquil and free, so free. Precious girls smile up at me, little boys dancing free, the tender-hearted elderly, reminds me of your love, merciful and free. You can never end those beats in the right spot, right?
Doesn't matter. It's a beautiful tune. And I have to crane my neck behind here to look at the screen, so it's hard for me to read them, but there's some very glowing comments. People are really loving the music that you're playing. The words are speaking to them and encouraging them. It's really awesome.
Oh, good to hear. And thank you for telling me that, because I love watching the chat and engaging in the chat, like on most
Oh, I know,
Zooms.
but
So
when you're in the
you can't do that.
it's hard to do it, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So I appreciate
Yeah.
it, whatever you're saying, and definitely will go back and look if I can at some point. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So
Really cool. So, what's
just
the typical process that you go through composing your own backing tracks there?
sorry, I got dog hair on my
I
microphone
love
again.
it. I love it.
It literally floats. It literally is floating from every single 2 minutes. So production-wise, I do hire a fantastic producer right in town here who, like, honestly, he's Nashville quality. He's the best of the best, I think, and a fantastic person all around. But in terms of my backing tracks, like just beats, I literally just pulled them off my DAW and said, yeah, that one will work. So that's what we got.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just
That's
mostly
what
so we
works.
stay in
All right.
like in rhythm, right? So
Yeah.
so
Right.
yeah, real quick, this next song is pretty much I think any parent that's out there or person that works with kids will understand this. It's about the frustrations of raising good children in a hard world. And it sometimes just seems unattainable. And one day I just lost my patience. And after that, this tune came out. So God is so good to remind me. So if you're ready, we can go. We got some tuning here.
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. When the stresses and the trials are more than you can handle, nothing's left of you, nothing's left
for your tomorrow. There is He who gives you what you need. When you need sunshine and springtime, but the rains won't let you go. Emotions from the day are a flood that overflows. There is He who gives you what you need. And there is He who gives you what you need. For there is peace like a river for your soul. There is peace like a river for your soul. There is peace like a river for your soul. So turn around, He is there to take it all. When anxiety pushes down and the pressures all around, and you stumble through the process, you feel the slip of your crown. There is He who gives you what you need. There is He who gives you what you need. For there is peace like a river for your soul. There is peace like a river for your soul. There is peace like a river for your soul. So turn around, He is there to take it all. So turn around, He is there to take it all.
Wow. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, Christa Lee, what beautiful music, along with Husband Reg there. Good.
Thank you.
Do you guys have some contact info where people can get in touch and connect with your music?
Thank you very much for those kind compliments. I appreciate it. And just, Red letting us in the room and not leaving us at the door. Christa Lee, right now I've coined my music SAS music, simply because there's actually a lot of Christa Lees out there. So it's SSAS, and it's acronym for Selah, Soul, and Sound. So SSAS, so Christa Lee, and then if you write that, you can find me on major platforms, and I'm on Instagram and Facebook and
Spotify.
Okay.
yeah.
So in other words, put all that into a search engine and they'll come up. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, you guys, this is wonderful music. And love the vibe of just loving Jesus coming out of both of you. You guys, thank you so much for playing. And you folks in the comments who had, well, I was going to tell them to show some love, but they already are. You guys, thanks again for coming. All right, you are listening